I'm Tom Gooch, Gallipolis, Ohio, southeastern Ohio. We submitted you some photos and narrative, but now we've got the capability to do a video. These are a couple of projects that are near and dear to mine and my wife's heart that I thought hopefully you might be interested in. The original 1931 Plymouth Roadrunner, Joe. This car is a 31 Plymouth 3-window rumble seat coupe, all original steel, original body, built in Southern California in 1959, I'm told. I purchased it in 1974. Drove it for a few years, had fun with it. As I said in the narrative I'd sent to you, life got in the way, personal problems, health problems, rearing a family. It got parked. It was parked for over 40 years. As we'll show you here, it was put together with a 57 283 that has been bored, I find, to 4-inch, good old 301, 302, 3 chrome Strombergs, Chevy 3-speed overdrive. The car, as you can see on the windshield, has a Rodden Custom feature car sticker. It was a cover car for Rodden Custom in the late 60s. And I have that magazine. It took me until 2016 to find the magazine. And lo and behold, there's my car in the green that it was on the cover of Rodden Custom. March 1970, I see. I don't know when they did the layout. Car was in Southern California. They interviewed the builder, kind of an interesting article. That's when I found out it was a 4-incher. I could tell by the sound it had an 098 Duntop in it. Runs pretty well when it ran. Needs carbs rebuilt, needs brakes badly. I got it running a couple of years ago, tried to take my wife of nearly 20 years now into our little town and couldn't stop it, so that was the end of the rides for then. Then the carbs started leaking, just needs redone. As you can see, Tijuana interior that still has some capabilities, but certainly needs some work. Plexiglass, double plexiglass roof panel in place of the old tar paper. A piece of Americana, Southern Cal hot rod. And again, Joe, if this doesn't tickle your Mopar innards, nothing will. Roll down rear window, fold out windshield, etc., etc. Pretty good old body. Paint is coming off in sheets. It's now, it had been painted a silver and black at some point. Its garage mate here is a 1961 Corvette that I purchased in 1971. Soon to be another year, it'd be 50 years. It didn't have the original motor. I took that motor out. That motor is an honest to goodness 65 Corvette, 365 horse, minus the aluminum intake and Holley. And it now also has a big Crowler roller in it. A buddy of mine and I rebuilt it in 1975. Again, it was my driving car from 71 till about 74. Then I built it as a street racer. And with family coming along and about with cancer back then, at that point in my life, thankfully, which Lord spared me from that, but it got parked and has seldom been started, taken out, etc. since the mid-70s. I don't even know if it'll start. I haven't tried to start it in 5 years or more. Maybe 10 if I'd be honest. Has a hard top with it. That's a new soft top. I had the body done. The car had never been wrecked, never been hit. I had a repaint done. That's pretty good. The interior, as you see, is still pretty good in it. Needs a few little, certainly needs cleaned up as I see the mold. I just uncovered it for this video. Keep it covered with a blanket, and a car cover. Folks just with retiree income, with health problems, with lack of energy, I need help. My wife and I both love cars. And this, by the way, Bruno, you're the Chevy man. This ought to excite you. We've got something for both of you. Here, my wife's going to try to get us both in here. She's beautiful. I'm not. I wanted to show you this small garage, and I can tell you a whole lot more in person or when we talk, if we do. This small garage has been pretty much my work garage and a crypt for these vehicles. A place to work on them. As you see here, the Corvette, I'm ashamed to say, has become a storage deck in the rear. The attached garage I built onto the house here, you can see the dimensions. You see a frame lift that's operable over here with 12-foot ceilings. Got a lot more room over here, as you can kind of get a perspective from back here at the door. Certainly for your work, the old cars could be brought over here. Right now it's half taken up with Harley Davidsons, which is my passion also anymore. It's one of the few things I'm still able to do physically. Hard to check the air pressure in them, but I can ride them. And 4 Harley Davidsons and a Can-Am Spyder. Anybody in the market for one? I need to reduce a little bit at my age, 71 years old. Anyway, we'll in a minute here we'll get my wife on. Maybe I can take her.
Hello.
This is Wilma.
My name's Wilma. Tom and I have been married about 20 years, and he told me that he got to ride his mom and dad in the rumble seat of the car over here for their 50th anniversary.
Yep, the old coupe.
And I would love to be able to ride in it at least one time while both of us are able to. Both of us have health problems. Many people do, but we would really like to enjoy this baby here at least 1 or 2 times before we move on. So
yeah,
you'll enjoy the video of the cars and see that you have ample workspace, and hopefully you will choose us to help us get it going.
Yeah, I almost forgot to tell you, my parents had a 50th wedding anniversary in 1983, and I got to ride them through town with a sign on the back of the rumble seat, just married, 50 years ago. Wilma's never got